I have to say I didn't experience the garage that Matthew talked about very eloquently, but I did spend time in the MR Cooperative Housing Society Limited. All of you will remember that fondly. And from there to where we are in our new office in Lakshmi Woolen Mills, it's almost like the story of Dasra's journey over the last 20 years. It's quite amazing, and for those who haven't been to the new office, I encourage you to go. So I'm going to be very brief, but I'll start with a story. The story is about two 22-year-olds in the mid-1990s who just started off an analyst program in Morgan Stanley in New York in investment banking. It's the sort of thing that college graduates, young, over-eager, overachievers sort of aspire to do, and then after several 120-hour weeks, you sort of question your own sanity and your decision-making. Why did I do this? Back in the 1990s in New York, two of those analysts did the same thing. They questioned, what are we doing here? Except the conclusion they came to was a bit different. They said, or the conclusion they came to was, surely we could be doing something else to impact other people's lives positively, number one. And number two, surely if we brought some of the rigor and discipline from investment banking, from the corporate world, and we impacted people's lives, we could make a bigger difference. I want to also bring forward a quote from the Talmud, which is the Jewish holy book, which says, "He who saves one life saves the world entire." And I think it was with that kind of inspiration that in 1999, Deval and Neera moved to India to start Dasra. So for a finance guy like myself, I think no talk would be complete without some reference to numbers. So I want to take you through what the last 20 years have meant at Dasra. And forgive me for reading. 800 plus nonprofits being provided capacity building support, 42,500 leaders trained, 500 crores of funding being directed to the not-for-profit sector in India, 3,500 corporates, foundations, and individual givers being engaged, 500 plus research reports, videos, and knowledge products, 1,100 not-for-profits conducted due diligence on, and then the final point, 20 million lives impacted in the last 20 years. And last year in particular, Dasra moved closer towards impact and real impact. And what do I mean by that? You're all familiar, and some of you would have visited also the 10 to 19 collaborative in action in Jharkhand, on the ground, with 4 NGO partners. A significant engagement with government, a 7-state, 10,000 adolescent survey done for the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare to try and shift policy. Adding the concept of fecal sludge management and gender to the National Urban Sanitation Policy of 2008. Engaging 300 philanthropists through one-on-one engagements and philanthropy education programs in Bangalore and Pune and various other events. Over 50 crores disbursed last year to Indian not-for-profit organizations. Over 30 white papers, videos, and articles produced. And capacity building and support provided to about 200 NGOs. I have to say, I'm very proud of what Dasra has achieved over the last 20 years. These numbers are just one sign, but the real testament is all of you in this room. And I also have to say, and you've got the tagline right up here on the stage, none of this would have been possible without all of you, our partners, working together to try and make impact. Because no single individual or organization can make as much impact as all of us can together. And then the final thing I would like to say is to thank Deval and Neera and the entire Dasra team of 120 people who worked tirelessly with great dedication and great personal sacrifice to achieve all of this. Thank you.